Hi, everybody. I want to go over in this short video what we're going to do to show proof that you have an audience. We are not going to be doing the recording in gallery view in Zoom, so this is what we're going to have to do. Now, you will go ahead and you will make sure that you show me a gallery view. Now, I don't have anybody with me right now, so I don't have a way to do that, but you will make sure that you look for your views and make sure it's in gallery view. Okay, so once you're in gallery view, once you've selected that view, all right, you are going to need to make sure that you're not in this full screen mode, because as you can see, you're going to need the time date stamp that's going to show up, usually down here in the bottom right hand corner. So in order to do that, you cannot have it in this full screen. So you want to make sure you escape from that. Okay, and once you do that, you can certainly drag your screen over so that it's a full view before you start. And then before you begin your speech, I want you to go ahead and take a screenshot. Now that's different for Mac users, right? And for PC users. And sometimes it can make a difference on what version of Windows you have. This is Windows 10. And I will include some instructions too in written form, just in case you might need them. But on this one, on this screen, you would basically just press the Windows button on the bottom left, close to the space bar. You'll see the window. And simultaneously, if you go to the top row, kind of slightly from the middle to the right, you'll see the print screen. So you hold down the Windows button and the print screen simultaneously, and that's going to give you a screenshot. You can, if you're not, screenshots are going to be in your pictures folder later, but you can, I mean, like on my bar, it's going to show, and I'll show you, I'm going to give you an example right now of what that looks like. So here is one that I took last night with my friend Rob. I know, but I was getting someone to help me, so I decided to do this. So I took a screenshot, and you can see the time and date stamp right here. Okay, so let me get rid of this and go back to this. So you're going to want to do that at the beginning, and I would say make sure you're inviting your audience, and just let them know it's being recorded just for instructional purposes, and it's not going to be used anywhere, just for your grade. So if you have any issues with that, let me know. So once you get through this to the end of your speech, you're going to need to do another screenshot. That's going to show me the time that lapsed. It's going to give me the date. It's going to give me the time that you were speaking. Okay, that's an absolute requirement. You cannot take a class of public speaking and not actually do something public with it. So we have no choice, but this is easier than what we were going to do. So I think it's going to be just fine. Just learn how to do those screenshots on your particular laptop, whichever laptop you're going to use. So let me know if you have questions before your recording. And I would check the recording right after, or check your screenshots after you finish the speech, immediately after you finish the speech. All right, so you're going to do that at the end. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the share screen again, just so you can see it, because I'm in a view that is the same view that you have if you have a free account. All right, so down here at the bottom, you'll see it says share screen in this tool action bar, right? So you're going to click on that, and then you're going to choose whichever screen you want. You want to make sure your PowerPoint is already open on the desktop, because it's going to give you these choices of screens that it's being able to access. So I'm going to click on this one, right? And so now there we are. And you can see, let me get the from the beginning slideshow, and there you go. Okay, And you need to make sure that you keep a gallery view of your audience. You can make a selection if you don't want to watch yourself speaking, right? You can hide this thumbnail video like that if you don't like it. Sometimes I don't like looking at myself while I'm talking, but that's just for you looking at you. So I mean, it's probably safer to leave you in that mode, especially if I will say this, just keep it up there if you're going to be leaving your PowerPoint up at all, because I'm going to need to see you, and it could end up hiding me in the recording that you're making. And remember, your recordings are going to be placed in your computer. It will convert the file after you're done recording, and then and I'm going to stop sharing screen right now. So I'm going to stop sharing. So once it stops recording, it's going to start converting the files, and make sure, be careful with that. Make sure you don't get that, don't interrupt that. Just let it get used. It doesn't take very long to do that. So if you'll get that done, then you will be able to have that file ready for uploading to me. Now, here's the other thing about that. You can compress those files. There's some free places online that you can compress them, or if you can get it where you can pick it up with your smartphone, if you can send it to OneDrive or any other place where you can share files, then it's easier for me to compress with an app on my phone. There's some really easy, good ones out there. So you can do that. And let me look up the name of mine because I can't remember it right this second. It's just, oh, wow, that's really easy. It's called Compressor. So, and it was free. So if you have any questions about that beforehand, though, please let me know. If you compress the video, right, it's easier. Again, what you want to do is put it into YouTube like we did before, and then place that link, right? If trying to upload the files into Blackboard could be problematic. If you run across a problem while you're trying to get that file to me, definitely contact me. Don't be afraid to use that number that I have on my syllabus. That's a Google phone number. So because I'm not at the office. So if you want to talk to me, sometimes that's a faster way, especially if you're anxious about something. So, or need some feedback more quickly. I'm available during those office hours for sure. But again, I'm trying to keep a lookout for, especially my public speaking students, because this is, having to do this remotely for you is a challenge. It's a good challenge though, because more and more of this kind of speaking is being done. Okay, so email me, or you can also call that number and just let me know your questions or issues as we continue. Thanks, and see you soon.